Hi, this is After School Africa Opportunity Review, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Canon Collins Trust scholarships for masters for Southern Africans who want to study in UK. Scholarship invites application from students from Southern Africa, which include Angola, Botswana, Lesotho, Mozambique, Namibia, South Africa, Swaziland, Zambia, and of course Zimbabwe. And this scholarship is only eligible for students who are willing to study in 3 UK universities, which include the School of Oriental and African Studies, University of Sussex, and University of Edinburgh. But as always, courses that encourage development of your country upon finishing your study are given priority. So the Canon Collins Trust Scholarship Program aims to help build the human resources necessary for economic, social, and cultural development in the Southern African region. So who is qualified to apply for this scholarship? Earlier on, I've already mentioned the countries. If you're one of the Southern African countries, then you are qualified to apply. And also, if you possess a minimum of second-class upper degree, or you are still in the university and you are at the verge of graduating. And also, you should be applying for full-time 1-year taught master's course at one of the above universities. You should have at least 2 years work experience in your relevant field of study. So how do you apply? We start from the application page, which gives you an outline of the requirements by the 3 universities, which are quite similar for the schools. So to apply, click here and we'll be taken to the application page. Click select register and fill out the form, login to start up your application. So to get started, you start with create application. First, you need to select the name of the application you're applying for and then create. If you watched our previous video on applying for submitting your application form, it's pretty much similar to what we're going to be seeing here. Starting with about you, simply fill out your name and documentation and all the personal details. Save and close page. For section 2, talking about proposed course of study, and this is where you select your first choice university. You can select and then the title of course you selected to study, and then you would specify if you have been offered admission into the university and what's the nature of that offer. Select this and then your admission application ID. You should have this if you have started off the process of gaining admission into the university in question. If you want to see what you have filled and what part of the form is still left to be filled, you can always go here to view missing data, and it will prompt you with the sections that still needs to be filled. And when you're done with this or not, you can always save, close, and come back later to complete each segment of the application. And then for the next segment, section 3, for about your education, start with the current course of study. Then secondary education, fill out your secondary education, and same with university education. And then we move on to about your financial circumstances. Are you employed? Now remember, you're expected to have a minimum of 2-year work experience for this scholarship. So you specify if you are currently employed, and then what are you currently doing? Whatever the response is, whether you have been employed. If you're employed, specify what you are doing at your place of work, and if you are not currently employed, then you should specify what you are doing currently. And then, have you applied to other organizations for funding for your study? You specify. Describe your financial circumstances and why you need the scholarship. Make it clear why you should be offered the scholarship instead of the other applicant. And then this section is a very important one. This is one that requires a lot of thinking from your part, your history, your motivation, and your ambition. And remember that how you say this is as important as what you say, if not more important than what you say or what you write. And on to documentation. Upload your official ID, employment referees. You upload your academic reference, employment reference, or 2 employment references as the case may be. And also your degree certificate, upload that, and also your academic transcript. Additional documents, 2 recent pay slips to prove that you're employed. You can upload that here, and also to prove that you don't earn enough to self-fund your study in UK. And then your refugee document if you have a refugee status in one of the eligible Southern African countries. The last part of it is your declaration. Most cases you read through and check and agree. Ensure you download your form before you submit here, and save. Now remember something, this scholarship is very particular about how you fill your application form, how you demonstrated high standard of English with no spelling or language errors in your application, that you answered all the questions fully and with attention to detail. So before you click this button, the submit button, save this section and go back to your application all the way from here. Ensure that everything is in order. If everything is fine and you're satisfied with your application, then go to section 7 and submit your completed application form. And there we are. If you got any questions, you can always ask them on the comment section of this video. Keep watching After School Africa Opportunity Reviews. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until our next video, have a great time.